Hello everybody, welcome back to another video of Fantastic Talks. I am back to bring you yet another and possibly what might be my final Spider-Man discussion video, at least for a while. We have got a new Spider-Man 2 trailer that was released a few days ago, showcasing its launch, and my god, does it look beautifully stunning. They have showcased some new action pieces in there involving Venom, as well as another new villain that's been revealed as well. I've obviously seen the trailer already, so I'm just going to do a little overview and share my opinions and thoughts on it, and sort of have a little breakdown of the trailer and what's sort of happening as it goes on. Okay, so I'm gonna just knuckle down to it, guys. And the trailer begins with an epic little short sequence between Spidey and Lizard. My god, does the black suit still look amazing? Got Miles in there, and a new shot of Venom here that looks really amazing, which by the looks of it seems to be his first appearance. From what I can tell, this could still be in the Oscorp lab, and Venom's just appeared for the first time, I would imagine. So, which makes me wonder if he's going to appear quite early on in the game. So I'm not really sure how long you're going to be wearing the black suit for. I'm hoping you have it for a while, but I mean this game is meant to be quite big anyway, so hopefully there's a lot of room there for you to be able to play as Black Suit Spider-Man for a while. But this next shot here, Miles Morales walking into Kraven's territory. Which looks pretty cool. So we know Miles is going to have a showdown with Kraven at some point, as well as Peter will do, I'd imagine. Another new shot of the gliding, which looks amazing. Just the way it sort of like opens up, and just the momentum is just, it looks like it's going to be really fun to use. So I'm looking forward to that. And by the looks of it, this next shot here, we've got Peter actually having his teaching degree. So it looks like which suits him so well. So glad he because it was referenced in Miles Morales' game. That he was thinking about taking up as a job, which is great because it's something that Peter's been before in the comics, and like it's just the obvious thing for him to do, and it's a job he can help people outside of his costume. So that's gonna be really cool to see. I'm hoping there's a scene where he's in a class and he's teaching students and stuff. So hopefully that's just happened, and this scene we're seeing here is just after he's taught a class. But the line that Miles says here, the way Peter indicates to Miles that can't Miles just do whatever's going on his own, it looks like Miles has been Spider-Man on his own for a while. To me, that sounds like Peter has sort of taken a break of being Spider-Man for a little bit and let Miles sort of do a bit of the heroing for a while, since I guess there's not been a big event happening for a while, I guess. So I think that's kind of cool that they sort of share their Spider-Man jobs. If that's what's being indicated here, Peter's just not been Spider-Man for at least for a little bit, and Miles has sort of just taken up the mantle for as long as he's been, because it's meant to be 9 months later after Miles Morales, so who knows that how often that they've been roaming the city together. So pretty cool shot here of Miles being flown out the building by the looks of it. I don't know what's happening there, so I don't know if that's got something to do with Lizard. And what's interesting here, I don't know, from what I can make out from the shot, this is still Miles, but by the looks of it, I could tell, I think that's Miles' mother, but I don't know who that is next to her. But it looks like Miles is sort of chasing after her. But to me, this looks like, because the next shot after this is Lee. So I'm wondering if it's like an illusion thing that Lee has put him through, like he did with Peter Spider-Man. But the green in that shot indicates also Mysterio, so that Miles could be having all sorts of illusions between Mysterio and Lee at some point, since he's probably going to be fighting both of them at some point throughout the course of the game. So that's going to be really interesting to see, and how Mysterio plays with his mind. I literally can't make out who that guy is, though. I can tell that's Miles' mother. I don't know who the guy is. Maybe it's Quentin Beck. Who knows? Guess we'll see. I wonder if Quentin Beck has some relation to Miles' family. That'd be really weird. I don't know if that's the case. And it looks like Lee's gonna be fighting Miles. Maybe I don't know if Lee's even gonna have a redemption arc in this, from what I can tell here, because it looks like he's got himself corrupted again. So God knows how Lee's gonna fit into the story again, and why he's even involved at all at this point. Now this next shot confirms, obviously, Sandman. Sandman was obviously referenced in the first game. Of course, he was in that little capsule that Peter has in his little collectibles. So it's cool that we finally get some confirmation that he is in the game, and how he even comes out this capsule to become this giant again. It's going to be insane, quite interesting to see. Now, I've seen that a lot of people have sort of from the way this trailer is sort of showcased. It definitely has Spider-Man 3 vibes with like especially with the game version of Spider-Man 3, with Venom being and Sandman being in it, and even obviously the Lizard. But Sandman coming back and having his giant form, I'm not gonna lie. Although I'm sure it's gonna be a really cool fight to see, and it's gonna be interesting to see how this giant fight plays out differently to what the other games have done. But again, I feel like this giant Sandman has been overused. Now, I say that. I could easily say that about the black suit, because that's been overused for the past, like, at least, like, just over 10 years. But with the black suit, there's so much you could do with the black suit, and you can always adapt over the years to make it to make it feel new and different to how you've used them before in the past. But there's something about Sandman that, being giant, I don't know. I just kind of find boring now, and I don't know why. But either way, I'm sure this is going to be a really fun fight to see. At least I'm hoping that you fight Sandman before he turns giant. So it's going to be really interesting to see how he even like moves and animates into his like different like forms and like all his weapons and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that, and how he even fits into the story at one point as well. He's most likely going to be a side quest, just sort of like how Tombstone was in the first game, maybe. So probably a lot of these villains like Mysterio and Sandman, God knows who else, are just going to be more like side quest sort of like stories. So, but at least they're going to be more interesting than, admittedly, the repetitive side quests we had in the first game. Although some of them were okay, a lot of them was sort of like a rehash of others. So, but hopefully TaskMaster, because he's meant to be coming back in this game, and we haven't seen anything to do with TaskMaster in this game at all yet, other than he was teased in the map. In the one of the very first trailers when the black suit was showcased for the first time. So looking forward to see how Taskmaster comes back. Who was he working for to even go after Spider-Man in the first place? So he's gonna. Hopefully he's got a really interesting story set up in this game. So we'll wait and see. But otherwise, yeah, Sandman. I don't know. I'm excited, but also not at the same time. But for Miles to come back to get Peter, there's a lot. I'm guessing that's indicating Venom and Lizard. So, but it looks like there's some quick time sequences with Sandman here. Looking forward to that. Nice little shot here of Peter, and it looks like Miles is probably going to use the. I don't know what the electrical stuff is all about. There's no way Electro's back, so it's probably got something to do with Sandman's ability with maybe the sandstorm he's doing. By what I'm seeing here, causing some sort of like friction between his powers in the air, so cause if it does slightly to happen. Otherwise, it's probably Mars' abilities sort of like. I mean that. I mean even that shot here, Mars lets himself get electrocuted here because it doesn't like harm him at all, obviously. So guessing that's for him to like gain a bit more energy. I don't know, and that's probably going to be one of the ways to defeat Sandman somehow. So looking forward to see how this plays out. Next shot here, we've got Spider-Man at Coney Island. What I'm really excited to see is the fact that you can go on the rides on Coney Island as you're patrolling around. So that's going to be really bizarre, but probably really funny to try out. I'm looking forward to see how that pans out. It'd be really funny if like Venom's outbreak is going on and the city's on fire. You just randomly go to Coney Island and like, oh yeah, just gonna go on a ride for a bit. That's gonna be the fact that you could probably do that at that point in the game might be really funny. But it looks like Kraven's henchmen are just gonna be everywhere, and there's gonna be like a lot of factions involved in New York City. So as they stated before in the previous trailers. So nice new shot of the black suit forming around Peter. That's really cool. It looks like it's evolving even further here. As we were told that it would do during the course of the game as the story plays on. So this is obviously indicating that it sort of corrupts Peter a bit more further down the line. So that's going to be really cool. But it looks like it sort of covers the spider emblem though. So I don't know what's going on here. Maybe Venom is coming closer and closer onto Peter. I don't know what's going on here. I'm very intrigued to see how the black suit turns into Venom at some point. Like, they're still being subtle about Harry being Venom or not, and there's still rumors that Peter could still become Venom somehow as well. So I don't know what's going on with the black suit here. either this is being involved to corrupt Peter even more, or something else is going on. I don't even know what to expect here. So some awesome new attacks from the black suit. That's gonna be so satisfying to use. Nice. This is a beautiful and stunning shot here with black suit in the rain. It just suits the look of the character so well. It's just another little callback to Tobey Maguire's black suit Spider-Man when he was just sitting outside on top of the church in the rain, and that was just a beautiful shot. So I don't know if this is a callback to that. Hopefully we do see some sort of church scene later if Peter's going to get the black suit off of him later. But I have a feeling that's probably not going to be a thing, and the black suit coming off of Peter is going to happen in a completely different way for it to even go on to Harry later on anyway. So that's probably what we're going to expect later on. Otherwise, yeah, this is going to be an interesting shot. Maybe this looks like it could be. This might not even be a cutscene. This probably could be an in-game shot where you can move the camera to pan into him, and this is just his idle pose of some sort before you start moving and swinging. So that's really cool. We're gonna have rain as part of its weather change for the city. So. Very heavy rain by the looks of it, so that's gonna be really cool. Norman looking pretty angry here. It looks like either Peter's got the black suit on him for the first time already, or the black suit has gone onto Harry and it's turning him into Venom. So I'm guessing this is what Norman's guards are being ordered to do here, to try and get Venom off of Harry. I don't know. There's still something I just don't understand here, and how Harry is going to get the black suit back if Harry has come out of the chamber without the black suit. So Peter somehow maybe goes back to Harry in the lab with the black suit on. I don't know, to do some more research on how it even saves Harry. Maybe, I don't know. Again, this scene doesn't indicate anything to who Norman is talking to. Most likely it is Peter with the Venom suit to try and get them off, or probably Harry. It's one of those two, has to be. But anyway, who knows? Moving on. Got a really cool shot of Peter interrogating Lizard. Looks like he's got a cure serum in his hand. But Peter Blacksuit looks really intimidating here, and he doesn't look like he's happy. But I'm just loving how Peter's suit just has so many tendrils coming out of him. I love this new take on the black suit, and it's something we haven't technically seen before. The closest we've had to tendrils was Peter's Ultimate Spider-Man costume in Shattered Dimensions, but to see it in action in a cutscene is really interesting to see, and it's going to be so. And I'm looking forward to how developed it gets as the more you improve on his abilities and stuff, and his fighting mechanics. So with his skill trees and shit and stuff like that, this looks like it could be another quick time event fighting Lizard in the air. That's going to be insane to see. I know that we get to fight Lizard on walls and stuff like that. I know I've seen a clip somewhere or some gameplay footage where you get to fight Lizard on the building. I don't know if that was showcased in the last trailer where they showcased the mechanics of the game. That's going to be so cool to see. Just to see Venom on walls and stuff as well. Him smashing up the windows and buildings and stuff is going to be really cool to see. Next shot here of Miles. I'm really digging this new attack that he's got. That's really cool. But this next shot of Peter and Harry, by looks of it, he's talking to Mary Jane, and damn. What he says here to Mary Jane, the way his voice sounds especially, is kind of crazy.
I'm the hero here, not you.
That is a really good, intimidating line there, and he's talking to Mary Jane. There's going to be some heartbreak in this game, definitely. And Harry here, he's looking so pale. So Harry's obviously, I feel like either this line that Peter says to Mary Jane, either Harry at some point finds out that Peter's Spider-Man, and they're sort of working and experimenting on the black suit and how it works and how it even would cure Harry. Or Peter's still in disguise here and just pretending that he's not Spider-Man at this point, just for the sake of Harry not knowing, because obviously Mary Jane obviously knows. But the fact that it's good, it's great seeing these these three together. But I cannot wait to see this tension between the three, because there's going to be a huge fallout between these three, just guaranteed. And I just feel like this game is not going to end well. It's not going to be a happy ending. Either Mary Jane will probably break up with Peter by the end of this game, or they might pull a Gwen Stacy on her. I have a feeling. I don't want to get my hopes up too much, but I just feel like they might pull a reverse. of the Gwen storyline and make it onto Mary Jane. And considering that a lot of people seem to be not liking Mary Jane in this game just just because of the way she looks, it wouldn't surprise me if Insomniac had gone, should we just kill her off in this game? I wouldn't want that, but because I don't mind Mary Jane the way she is. I like her being a Lois Lane in this game because at least she's a bit more involved in helping Peter out, and she's not a damsel in distress or anything like that. She's actually doing something. Like I don't mind this version of Mary Jane. At least they're together in outside media than the comics. Because obviously in the comics they're not together anymore, and like what we've seen in games and movies has been the best we've had from Mary Jane and Peter in the relationship we've had so far, and I've actually done it good. So this is as close as we're ever going to get for a while for their best relationship, which is why I'm intrigued to see how this relationship ends, because I just have a feeling they're going to break up in this game. But we'll have to wait and see how this pans out. Don't know what's happening here. I don't know who's blown up. Probably another Kraven incident. And it looks like now this next shot of Peter with the black suit, again, it looks like it is definitely evolved here. It is corrupted even further, because there's a lot more detail to his suit that's that's started to take form all over him. But it just looked, but don't know what could have knocked him out here though. And I have a feeling this scene could be the scene in the last trailer we had where Mary Jane's hiding away from him, and there's probably could be the chase sequence that is probably being rumored, and the black suit could be controlling Peter here subconsciously, and Peter's just not aware of what the black suit's doing to him by this point. So the chase sequence could be the black suit on its own, just using Peter as a host, basically. Like he's taking control of the host. So that's what I'm speculating here, and Peter's not awake in this scene, and if this is the scene that ends up being the chase sequence. Yeah, this has to be the scene here, I think. Unless somehow Mary Jane has taken Peter down in that chase sequence. She's got to be able to find something to weaken him out, and obviously it has to be something with sound or fire. So I imagine we're going to be playing as Mary Jane again, but hopefully she has some more interesting weapons to use against Peter to take him down. Like I said, we'll have to wait and see how this pans out. But that's my speculation to how this sequence could pan out. But this next shot here, again, could be the same, because the room itself looks sort of similar to what we just saw. But this could be Harry getting the suit by this point. But again, they're being really subtle with Harry getting the black suit when it's being heavily rumored that it could be Harry, but they haven't really shown Harry actually in the Venom suit. They seem to be hiding his face all the time. So either Harry is going to have the black suit for at least a bit, but somehow gets it off himself, and Venom ends up on a different host later. But there's not been any indication of Eddie Brock, like, at all. Like, they've made it clear that Eddie Brock is probably not going to be in this at all. So I don't know who else it could be. There's rumors that it could be Norman Osborn somehow getting the Venom suit, but I just kind of don't. I kind of don't want that. Harry's one thing, but I want Norman to become the Green Goblin later on in this game, if not the next game. So the obvious choice is clearly Harry here, if Peter doesn't become Venom himself. But they're just being really subtle here. They're just not showing Harry's face getting the suit. All we've seen so far is a back shot of Harry looking over the city with Venom's voice speaking the line that Harry says, "We're going to change the world," something like that. But there's still no further proof of Harry actually wearing the Venom suit. So either this is Harry or someone else entirely, which again I feel like Insomniac are doing on purpose, because there's still so many surprises we haven't seen yet. It's not the first time they've done that, because obviously the first game that was full of characters we didn't expect. So this is probably the same case they're doing again for this game. So we'll have to see. But it looks like, the transformation to Venom is just so satisfying to see, and I love how corrupt looking this the spider looks around him, and it just suits Venom as a whole. Just the texture of it is just beautiful, and we get another new shot of Venom like coming down. I don't know where is he though? It looks like he's near a church. Is he near a church? I can't tell. Yes, I think he is near a church. We could get the church scene where Peter takes it off of the bell. Oh, that's going to be really cool to see. I hope this is the case. Let's hope so. But what a cool shot. And by looks of it, we got finally our first shot of Dr. Connors. Whether this is him before the lizard, I don't know. This looks like it, because it's just still hard to tell where this takes place in the game. Is Peter's symbiote and Venom coexisting at the same time? Are we getting to like a few pieces of Venom like going on to like Peter and Harry at the same time? Where does Lizard fit into all this? Does Lizard appear before Venom or not? There's no indication where this takes place. But Connors does look a bit battered here. The fact that he's still got his lab coat on, I could indicate this is either before Lizard or after he gets cured. I guess he just goes back to normal and he becomes part of the team to help out MJ and Harry and Peter to take down Venom. Who knows? That's going to be really cool to see. Nice to see Connors having a bit more involvement in the story. So we guess we have to wait and see. But Mary Jane, I don't mind her design here. She looks fine. I don't know why people are throwing shade at her. We knew this is going to be our new take on Mary Jane for this franchise, and I'm all for it because at least she's being more involved in the story and actually trying to help. So I'm probably like part of a handful of people that prefer this version of MJ. So I'm probably going to get a lot of hate in the comments for it. But by all means, I would love to hear your opinions. So, don't know who this is that could be shooting at Venom here, but most likely it's either Oscorp's army or Kraven's henchmen probably shooting at Venom. But this shot of Venom alone, just that end bit, it is amazing. How wide that mouth opens, especially, and the teeth forming out. This is Venom. This is a Venom we have not seen in a very long time. It is insane to me. Like, this is a Venom like just taken straight out of a comic book. The way his teeth just forms out, it is absolutely beautiful. Probably the best design of Venom we've had thus far, outside of comics, obviously. Just amazing. How far we've come from the PS1 days. It's absolutely insane. Especially with the way his face just forms, the way his eyes form, wide, even wider when he roars, and just goes back to normal later. It's very hard to try and pause. There, it's just insane to me. The animation is just beautiful. Like, Insomniac have come so far with this. It's absolutely beautiful. This shot reminds me of that cinematic trailer we got for the first Spider-Man game when he falls into the Martin Lee's illusion and starts to like swing back up and faces like some segments of Rhino and Scorpion attacking him and stuff like that. That's a really clever shot there. But yeah, by the looks of it, this could be the Martin Lee fight. So I mean, I cannot wait to see how Martin Lee plays a Miles' head with this. Another shot of Venom here going down. I'm guessing still in the Oscorp building. I'm very excited to see how this plays out. I'm really hoping you do play as Venom, at least for this sequence, because that's gonna be. I keep hearing rumors that Venom could be playable, and a lot of people are like hoping for it and could be indicating that he's somehow playable in some way or another. If you get to play as Venom trying to escape the Oscorp facility, that is going to be so cool to see. But I'm trying to keep my hopes very low on that because I just don't see that happening. Never say never. Insomniac could still surprise us. They have so much already, and there's still so much they could do. We've got the Akira motorbike scene that Mary Jane fails miserably with. Be really cool if you get to ride the bike actually in a chase sequence. That'd be really cool actually. It'd be funny if that was Tombstone's bike that she stole, but I probably not. Another shot of the Sandman fight. Miles asking for Peter's help most likely, reaching out his hand. Intrigued to see how they even defeat him here. Nice little shot of them swinging together. Another beautiful shot of Venom with the lightning in the background. Absolutely amazing. The detail of his gums and mouth is just crazy. It's absolutely insane. If I still can't tell, because I don't know, this little hole he has here in his mouth, I don't know if there's meant to be an eye forming there, whoever is the host inside Venom. But again, it could be just a detail of his inside of his mouth. But again, no indication of who it could be, who Venom could be. It is most likely Harry, but it still could be someone else that they could surprise us with. So, but what a shot. And that's it. That's kind of all we have with this trailer. So this was going to be kind of a small video today, guys. This wasn't going to be a long one. I just kind of wanted to share my opinions and sort of break down the trailer, what I think of it. But yeah, this has been such a really cool trailer to see. Not a lot was showcased here, but a lot was at the same time. We still got to see some new footage. What I could take from this, it's just giving me even more speculation and confusion as to how this story is going to even pan out. There is still some form of mystery here. We still don't know what's going on. There's still some pieces we're missing here. So literally, the release of this game just can't come soon enough. I want to play this game so soon. I've literally got the weekend off in time for this game. So I'm gonna be having my hands full with this game. Just gonna be spending most of my time. Probably gonna have really sore eyes just playing this. So hopefully this game surpasses the first two games, and hopefully it becomes a 10 out of 10 for me. Fingers crossed. But yeah, otherwise, guys, I hope you enjoyed my little overview of the trailer itself. Please let me know in the comments below how excited you are for the game. Let me know your speculations and your opinions. How do you think this game is going to pan out? How do you think this game is going to end? Do you think it's going to have a really good ending? Do you still think Harry is Venom? Do you think someone's going to die in this game? Who else do you want to see? Now that we've seen Sandman as another villain revealed to this, who else do you hope to see in this game? Please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And like I said, this will probably be my final Spider-Man video for a while. I probably will be back to do a full review on the game itself once the game has been out for a while and enough people have seen like spoilers and stuff like that. Enough time has passed until I've completed it. Who knows if we're going to get DLC, a DLC story content like we had for Black Cat. Will Black Cat even come back in this game? There's not been an indication of her being in this game at all. So I don't know if she'll even come back in this game. So we'll have to wait and see, guys. Do you think there's going to be some sort of symbiote invasion like we had for Web of Shadows? I still feel like there's still rumors that could be the case, and it's just something that they're hiding very well in this game. So let me know in the comments below. Again. But yeah, until I've done a full playthrough of the game, I will definitely be back to do a review on this game, because I'll definitely have so much to say. This is going to be one of those games where I feel like it's going to leave me, again, with more questions than answers, depending how this game ends. So yeah, look forward to that. Subscribe so you don't miss it down the line, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.